Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran actor and Michael Commiso in the Battle Buddies. You know, it's hard for me to speak because when I was in school, I was the shy, quiet kid. You know, I was super nervous around the women in school, but I was also nervous. It didn't matter who talked to me in school. I was just like a nervous type of. I guess I don't know why. So I'm 39 years old. In April 14th, 1985 is my birthday. I was born around Trenton, New Jersey, and moved to Ewing, New Jersey. So I'm from New Jersey. I was the shy, quiet kid in school that, yeah, it felt students liked me in classes, but I also felt like I wasn't cool enough to go to parties after school or whatever the cool kids do after school. I don't know. I just usually went to flea markets on the weekend with my family, and in the summer I just went to my great grandma's house in Keyport, New Jersey, and went to the beach, Long Beach Island, with my grandma. And my grandma passed away, and as a veteran so far, it's like I understand you guys back home. You know that I'm a good guy. I have a good heart and I care about people. But I also like standing up for myself, and I still see that I am a decent person and I have a good head on my shoulder as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And, you know, I like making videos, not to, I feel like I understood classes in school. I may not learn as fast as every student that was in school, but because I was in special education classes, so students make fun of you when you're in few. I guess they all special education is that they teach you a different way from other students. That's all. I still took all the same classes as every student that was in high school. You're in high school. So I don't. When I was in school, I really don't think I was a bad friend, and I was not. I guess I wasn't hip enough. Now they don't use. I guess you gotta be fly now. I don't know the slang. I don't know the internet slang. If you really think about it, that's why I don't know how they overreact of just being me on the internet as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. You know, if people actually is like Terminator now, because everybody's like on the internet and people rely on the internet so much. So no matter if you're on the internet or not, you're still on the internet. As internet is television now. But I think television and the internet is too uptight. As we all grew up with TGIF, and TGIF is Thank God It's Friday, and we watched Boy Meets World and Family Matters and Step by Step. My time on Earth makes a little more sense than the time we spent now on the internet as people in the world on the internet. Because I think to come up for a reason to hate on each other as people sucks, because you have to wake up the next morning and try to find a reason why to hate on somebody. And that's a lot of stress even from doing that. So the world's too uptight for Michael Commiso as a veteran. Everybody's so hard on me. I still don't understand my hometown law, and what was the point of pushing me around and calling me names on the internet as you're supposed to stand up for your soldiers and veterans as on the internet. Even the hometown law has to stand up for the veterans online, right? So I'm doing my best on the fact that apparently my hometown law court is not updated to the internet, as they claim that I'm the only one that's using the internet. You know, to come home and get treated like I ain't nobody. I'm an American soldier after 9/11. I didn't disrespect the hometown law. I didn't disrespect my hometown court. I'm not a disrespectful person. I really don't think I disrespect anybody as an American, born in America guy on the internet. As I was taught to get along with each other in school. The military liked Michael Commiso. I got along with the other soldiers that went to war with me. And I got along with pretty much any soldier that got to know me in the military. So how can Michael Commiso get along with strangers from all around the world and have a good time and go to the club and without fighting? I felt, even though I was in school, the shy, quiet outcast guy that was too nervous to do anything cool in school because I was an uptight student that tried to get A's and B's to get out of school. So I was always trying to get the A's and B's so I passed and get out of school. And that's what I did. I graduated from UN High School. And I did it, you know. Yeah, I had a speech impediment teacher in UN High School, and I had the good teachers that taught me in school. I did understand one thing in the military. A Blue Falcon, a Blue Falcon is pretty much you don't tell the other soldiers where to go and get them in trouble in the platoon or a squad or a unit or whatever. In the military, you basically, you know the answer to help the soldier out, but you don't tell the soldier the answer only so you can get the medals in the military or how you do things in the military. But that's not how the military was. I felt that my battle buddies was a really cool friend to me in the military as my battle buddies all around the world. Yeah, there were times where I felt an outcast in the barracks because I was just a goofy. I had a goofy laugh. My nickname is Scooby. So my nickname stuck with me in the military. I'm Scooby in Fisher School. Somebody called me Scooby in school, and it stuck with me all the way through the damn military because I have a goofy. I don't have to be like everybody else. That's not who I am. Even in the military, I was still a good battle buddy, I was just nervous to be an NCO. They was training me to be a sergeant in the military. But that pressure to bring all the soldiers back home for war, I don't know if Michael Commiso could have handled it. So I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. Then people sit on the internet and act like the internet is some kind of hidden world, you know. Think about it. All you guys do, there's no, like, you know, the internet, it says to explore the internet. What's the main purpose of the internet? The main purpose of the internet is to search things on the internet. And you will believe that relying on your hometown law back home and saying, hey, my hometown law is watching in the internet right with me. So they're the fault too, while the law is there to keep the internet safe, not to just discriminate one person being naked on the internet. You know, if the law's naked on the internet and goes around and hating on a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, it kind of sucks because you're Americans representing your country. You know, America's a cool country, and I don't put things down. I get upset sometimes, and because I have something what I need to say, and I was a shy, quiet kid, and I try to think of the words because, you know, you all act like it's so easy to have a conversation with each other because nowadays you believe everything you hear on the internet, and then I have to suffer as I say, you know what? How the hell do you monitor the internet and allow the internet to get screwed over? You won't, just because you get millions of dollars on one person being naked online and you're all happy and proud that you try to sit there and screw American heroes' name on the internet and everything. I don't know how that looks at as a part, because the internet is a social media. So I feel that I'm not apparently, I do want to go to college. I had my GI Bill. I went to war and could have got killed all around the world as a soldier, American soldier, for my GI Bill. Till people treat me like I don't understand words as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I'm not a disrespectful kind of guy. I was a good American soldier for a reason, because I understood the military and the purpose of the military. And the respect that I got in the military was super cool, because it didn't matter if I was in uniform or not. As American soldier with my battle buddies, I party with my civilian clothes, and they still party with me with my civilian clothes. As to, do I have to wear a uniform every day back home as my hometown, and to prove that to my hometown law that I'm a real American hero as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11? You know, I'm proud of myself that I served my country. I am American, and I'm a cool American veteran after 9/11. You know, I don't make my videos to try to upset people. I make videos to make. Damn, you try to tell me people been on the internet this long, and you still don't understand how the internet works as my hometown law or whoever is on my computer, while you took classified information from me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I don't know how educated you need to be to use the internet, but the law's on there for your safety, as to protect you, saying, hey, we're not out to get you and get you in trouble, as the monitoring law that monitors this. And the site been up since the beginning of the time. There's sites that's still up since the 80s and 90s on the internet. You know, so it's like, oh, we all can see the world as people on the internet, but we all can see that you're a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, and decided to find ways to make you feel good about yourself, that you did something good to your veterans back home. It shouldn't be this hard for veterans to cope back home in America, as Nowadays, the internet is, everything is posted on the internet. And what's the highest rank of videos? The people hating on each other? Why is the videos up on the internet in the first place? The whole point of the government and the hometown law is you out for kids' safety, because kids use the internet by themselves on the internet. I'm still a role model. I feel good that I like to keep making my YouTube videos, so I appreciate it. And I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying shit. I served my country, dude. You all had time to monitor my internet before I even used the internet back home as my hometown and everything, as a corny gang outside on the internet. I got the A's and B's in school because I took the time and tried to figure out what the heck they was looking for the answer. As I'm the one that served my country online, I deserve way more respect for my hometown law too, as my hometown streets, as your hometown everything. So I'm not zeroing down on whoever and try to get people in trouble, as you try to sit there and act like I won't be a good dad one day. While I was a shy, quiet kid and respectful when I talked to women. See? I was respectful when I talked to the teachers. I was respectful when anybody talked to me in school. As I was a respectful battle buddy in the military. I didn't go out of the way to get my battle buddies in trouble compared to my hometown law. And still, while you sit there and see people hack my computer, you overlook things on purpose. While for years I've been making YouTube videos and saying shit. I can't get identity theft or screwed over too, because I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack, or I can't get hacked. Only you can get hacked, and I can go to court and explain to the judge why I got hacked and scammed by the simple word of what's sex on the internet. What's nudity on the internet? Apparently only my hometown law can come up with that subject on the streets, on the internet, and make videos online and everything. Well, that's like the number one thing that people look up on the internet. I appreciate if the laws monitor my hometown law internet computer back home, then they would know for a fact that the number one thing that people look up online is the word sex. So, I don't know. Apparently, I don't know what's being respectful is, because I go out to help people and care, and while I have a disability. I came back home from a fucked up war online, but that's not enough for my hometown law to stop picking on me. While I can prove that I'm an artist, well, it seemed like, yeah, it really does feel like you're going out of your way to set me up to get screwed over. While the hometown law overlooks themselves being nude on the internet after 9/11 attack in New York City and everything. So I didn't even have time to use the internet and explore it. And you act like it's like the biggest thing to deal in the world, while you all screw each other on the internet. While I'm here making goofy videos and try to make people laugh, I like collecting stuff because I'm a collector my whole life. The reason why I collect comic books, because it'd be cool to draw my own goddamn comic book back home, as I'm going to be 40 in April. But I don't know what's the opportunities, because I'm not a gangster or a pussy terrorist or pussy gangster. I'm not street, motherfucker. I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City, Michael Commiso. So what did I do for lose the respect for my hometown, or whoever the few haters on the internet claim that I won't be a good dad one day because I had the balls to serve my country after 9/11? And apparently they could be better parents than me as a hometown law back home after 9/11 attack in New York City. That won't hold water at court. Right now, the statement that they wrote on me doesn't even make any sense, as they claimed that they found things in September last year, but they didn't do shit on me in September and month. Well, a few more and claim they found even more. Then I'm thinking to myself, holy crap. What if I had pictures of my kids that, holy shit, you would have took my kids away from me because you're a bunch of jerk-offs that could jerk off in front of the fucking courtyard and the court and act like you're better parents than me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City? How disrespectful to you as my hometown court and hometown law. As I stand up for myself because my American country as a soldier said to stand up for my American country. Now they come in, I can't have naked pictures on my wall on my First Amendment speech that you all gave me on the internet as my leaders of an American country. Do you really look cool at parties right now? Because I'm not here to explain what everybody did to me. I'm here because I collect things on the internet and I'm an artist and I like singing songs and I like making goofy videos, so I'm not here to point out all the haters that I have on the internet. I'm just here to explain to you, you know what? My whole life people called me names and bully me and make fun of me, but I'm your goddamn American hometown hero back home. What are you all doing on the streets nowadays? You all guys sit at the court, right? And you look, the law can bring their work home nowadays. They don't get shut down the whole building with the internet nowadays. No disrespect, because, our law as Americans are for protection, and seems like you just wanted to beat the crap out of me because I'm your goddamn American hometown hero back home, and you had to prove something by robbing me. I got beat up by a pussy gang outside back home. Holy shit, the law beat the crap out of me. They abused me as my hometown law more than I say, man, I'm your good friend that survived a fucked up war on the internet, and this is my hometown law back home and everything. So now I gotta be told what to do back home. I can't be comfortable and rely on myself as a veteran, because I was a hard worker and served my country, and I deserve my own house, I deserve my own place, I deserve a family of my own, and damn, that's the best they can come up with, that they can't trust me as my hometown law back home. And I'm the disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. So I didn't go out and, actually, I don't rehearse my videos. So I didn't go out and hate on you. I don't even rehearse for my videos. I even said that I was trying to make videos, see if I can go on Saturday Night. If it's too much trouble for American government as a free country to just, give a hand to the veterans, then can I try to go on Saturday Night Live, or does that take your game too at the party as a hometown law back home? Because it seems the only reason why everybody hacked my computer to play me back home, even my hometown law. But, when I went to Lions Hospital, it's a disabled combat veteran PTSD unit for veterans. All the veterans that went to war went there and everything. And they told me to have a hobby. So I collect things as a hobby. I make YouTube videos for a hobby. I feel like you all went out to play me back home, even my hometown law. If you call that respect back home, that sucks for veterans to go through that after a 9/11 attack. While you claim that you stand up for kids and everything, you allow kids to view stuff like the attack on 9/11 and that bullshit online and everything. So, I'm just trying my best while I feel like I am trying. I'm trying to talk to people back home. I try to go to stores as a veteran. I go to restaurants as a veteran. I try to hang with my dad and family and everything back home. If I have friends, because I believe every hate word for... I can't believe that there's any type of hate in the world. You know, we all did grow up on Michael Jackson music. You know? It's hard to believe that nobody even stood up for Michael Jackson, as you all used him because he was a billionaire. And it seems like the more money you have, the more people abuse you as a friend. So I think it's the only reason why there's any hate in the world is over money. You know, we don't have any reason why to hate each other. You're all fighting over money on the internet. You're fighting all who could be naked on the internet as people win the world. That's all. You know how simple that is? To get over and everything as people win the world. So I'm not out to get mean and return the same disrespect to my hometown law as you disrespect me. No, I respect my hometown law and my hometown court. But sometimes I feel like it's okay to stand up for yourself while you get jumped by a gang outside as a free American country back home and everything, as a corny gang outside and everything. You know? You teach your kids in schools to stand up for each other, respectful and care about each other, and then you go on the streets online and your kids gotta see streets online, and now my hometown law has to teach me streets because I'm a disabled combat veteran and I have to respect the law because I don't know what the respect word means in the military as a American soldier after 9/11. And that was hard to get out as a shy, quiet kid. People talk over me and I'm a shy, quiet kid and everything. Because I have something good to say. People talk over you because I have something good to say. You know? You all blocking out like you can't hear Michael Commiso online like you don't know my YouTube videos is on the internet. It's my hometown law and everything. Because apparently the internet is some big secret where, well, no disrespect, Mr. President Donald Trump. Even your computers are breached by hackers and everything. That's how respectful the internet is. You try to tell me you don't trust me to even watch YouTube videos while even yourselves are on YouTube videos. Well, man, you try to tell me I have to come back home from war and it's my job to fix everything and everybody's lives, and I have to pay the damn hometown laws bills back home because they claim they hate something on the internet but they want money from it. Kind of messed up and screwed up too, you know, if you understand American English on the internet. And I don't know what I did because I was the shy, goofy guy in school. And I went and served my country. And I don't even hang with anybody. You see me making goofy videos. I hang with my dad. Some of my cousin hangs with me, you know. It's cool hanging with my dad. My dad raised me, you know. They even try to tell me my dad is a bad dad and they raise a disabled... My parents, my mom and my dad, raised a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. So how long can they keep a case open? Because they still have to monitor me acting like, oh. But what's the point of the law monitoring the sites for you to extra monitor my computer to make yourself look bad on the internet? And that's not cool, right? And I'm thinking to myself, damn, I can't believe you had any balls to do that to a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. As you watch online how the assholes attack the soldiers on YouTube and everything. You know, they restrain soldiers to get their head chopped off where I was at war, but that's not enough respect for you guys. I can't breathe back home. I gotta organize my stuff. I still have to organize all this, and I like my kitty cat. I even said I like my kitty cat. Boxers. I don't think I should leave my cat again, because my cat will get sad, and you know when animals get sad. So it sucks when I walk around and it acts like nobody has a heart in the world. You know, everybody has a heart in the world. We're all human beings. I don't know how natural that is. And you know, it's like you all go on the same sites for you to determine that I ain't cool enough to use the sites back home as a soldier, but only you as a hometown law and everything, and whoever was picking on me back. I still don't know who's picking on a soldier back. You're Americans. You know, you on American television, it claims that you stand up for your soldiers, but I gotta go through this, and I'm thinking to myself, what did I do to you guys? Because when somebody changed, you know, everybody, you know, wants change in the world, but when somebody actually changes it for the better, or the better way, or whatever, you find a way to hate on that as a soldier and everything. But I'm an American. I like how I dress. I went to get some chicken wings, and somebody said I look cool how I dress as an American. So I'm not saying you're all out to get me, because that'd be corny as hell. If you really get laid and your subject was, I did this to a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 to get laid, holy crap, I can't imagine the person you got laid with. That's not cool either. So I don't understand the hate in the world, because I'm born in 1985, and when I was a kid around Trenton, we didn't have trouble walking down the street in Trenton when I was in the 80s. Everybody was comfortable in Trenton with each other, and it was safe to walk down the street when in the 80s as a kid in Trenton. So now you all act like you gotta prove something. Meanwhile, I still can't believe my hometown law still trying to prove something to me as a disabled combat veteran. I didn't deserve that, you know. For you guys to misdirect your soldiers back home online, then I'm sitting here thinking, man, people live on the internet. Hometown law. Everybody is on the internet. The internet is not a tough subject at court. The internet is not a tough subject at court. That's my hometown. The internet is not a tough subject for all around the world. But apparently it is for where I came back home. You know, because I'm from Trenton, so now I got to get talked down like you all. I grew up around streets where we all collected Pokemon cards around here and played video games, and you know, for you guys to hack me and act like you did this with me, you did that to me, I deserve to take things from you, Commiso, as a veteran back home. I earned my benefits. The government told me that I earned my benefits. The government told me that I earned my benefits. For you guys to sit there and act like I'm a mean person. Man, when you was all going through what people go through online, I was making funny videos, man. You know, people make fun of you when you make videos on the internet. You know, what do you want from me back home? Because I still don't understand. Because I tried my best to do, you know, I was an A and B student. And if I had a bad grade, it's because I had a speech impediment and I had trouble explaining that class. That's the only reason why. I understood my classes. I just had trouble explaining my classes because I couldn't pronounce the words as the sound. When I did a spelling bee in school, I had to study in the night before a spelling bee and try to remember all the letters and the word. But I have speech impediment, so what sounds like it's supposed to or whatever, I could be a little bit dyslexic. I have a learning disability, and I'm 100% disabled combat veteran, and you made me that status back home. For you guys that, you all want my help back home, but you all screwing my benefits back home as I rely on my benefits because you made me rely on my benefits. So, I'm not out for getting wars because I make YouTube videos or whatever, or, you know, maybe my battle buddies like hearing from me. You know, my battle buddies don't get to hang with me because just because you see me on the internet, it doesn't really, you don't really hang with me. Just because you see my videos. But maybe my battle buddies like seeing me making videos because maybe some of my battle buddies is probably having worse than I am when I have my family and friends back home. Well, my battle buddies should have their family and friends back home. Because your family and friends know what you went through as American Soldier Online. You know, there'd be a benefit for everybody to treat each other with respect, no matter if you're a veteran or not on the internet in the world. Because Michael Jackson taught us that in music. Man, you all holding hands around the world to turn around like y'all came from the ghetto and had a hard life. Because that's the only reason why I only can be a rapper because I have a bad life. And over time, it's like, who wants to be a rapper anymore? You have to have a bad life to be a rapper. So that's the same thing watching television or the internet. Who the hell want to watch negative television 24 hours a day? If the reason why you're losing ratings on television is because it's too negative. Negative TV, people are not that negative in the world as television and internet makes it seem. Then you want to teach your kids something in the world. Well, for years I've been teaching kids how to collect comic books on the internet as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. For years I taught kids around the world how to collect Pokemon cards and how, man, I didn't even show my binder. I know how to organize it could be a brand new Pokemon card. I know how to organize all the damn Pokemon cards because I'm a baseball collector and Pokemon cards are like baseball cards. So I understand how to teach people. Maybe I can be a teacher. But so far you're teaching your disabled combat veteran. I ain't capable of doing anything. I'm not even responsible enough to use the internet back home while the law claims this and that, but the law's been monitoring it. So don't you think it's the law's fault that we have to be seeing things that we're not supposed to see and get mad at us? That's your job as the law, as responsible to keeping the internet safe. No, that's not how it works in the world. It's like you're the only one uses the internet, so you won't get in trouble on the internet. That's how the world works. Michael Commiso is the only one that uses the internet and around the world. And that's my matrix back home, and none of you use the internet, and you don't know nothing that was on the internet. So, while you claim that you give me time for myself back home, back as a disabled combat veteran, you really don't, as you have to interrupt me, and while I'm an artist, I'm proud of myself that I'm an artist. I drew a Batman symbol on the door, my bedroom's door, and I liked how it came out because I thought I messed it up, and it wasn't going to look like a bat. Yeah, people can draw, but to draw exactly how it looks is very hard to do. And I am incapable of looking at something and make it look like it is supposed to look like. I take my time because you have to make it look like the drawing or the picture or the whatever you're drawing, try to draw. But that's not enough to be a good dad one day. Man, I can teach my kids if I ever get to find love in the world, because I gotta get cock blocked by porn back home, and that's like, oh, you saved the day as your hometown law because you cock blocked me from people getting it on 24 hours a day, and you did something in life to pick on your disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. No, the internet needs a lot of work, because to hate on each other and you believe one person on the street, and you don't understand why that one person hating on one person and you're all close friends on the street sucks. So I don't understand the fighting in the world. You know, we're capable of inventing robots, inventing internet, inventing technology on this planet, but we're not smart enough to handle the technology or understand it, or even understand each other as people in the world. So I don't know how educated you gotta be to go to college, but everybody can always carry a dictionary around. You know, I look up the word that you're trying to tell that I am, then maybe I can look up more words in the dictionary saying, you're throwing more trouble than fixing a problem on the internet. As I'm just trying to make goofy videos and see if you get jealous of me if any girl talks to me back home as a disabled combat veteran. So I'm protecting my American flag as a veteran, and I like my freedom of speech. You can hate me or like me, whatever that is, but can I like myself as a disabled combat veteran? I'm proud that I served my country and flew all around the world, and I didn't have the millions and billions of hours you all have back home as my hometown, and my hometown just to sit on my computer and explain to me why you're on my computer in the first place, while the government's probably monitoring my computer, overriding your hometown law in the first place. So if you're already monitoring my computer, what's the point of you pressuring me that you're still on my computer as my hometown law, when the law been on your computer since the internet started? What's that mean to me as a veteran back home? I want to win back home. I don't want to be a homeless veteran and sleeping on the streets, because apparently they don't know how to help the veterans back home as family and friends and whoever lives on the streets, because you all have it more. I don't know what it is. I feel like I don't have to prove anything to anybody, and I make my YouTube videos for myself, because it's called, the channel's called YouTube videos, so it's my videos. So anybody that takes anything wrong what I say or do online as a veteran back home, as American hero, there must be something really wrong with my hometown law back home to make me go through this while billions and billions of people uses the goddamn same internet site 24 hours a day online. Should I point out that the whole world knows that even the law in the world is naked too? For you guys to act like you're the tough motherfucker, to put me down like that as a disabled combat veteran, and I feel like I'm still standing up for my country, American country, as an American veteran back home. You know, it felt good when you're in uniform as a soldier. I go to airports and everybody greets me at the airport saying thank you for your service as a soldier to come home, and technically I'm a veteran. I'm still a soldier. So what was the point of all that? To try to make me look bad because you don't look too good yourself on the internet? So you have to go out of your way to make me look bad because I'm a good guy and I want to go do that? These are not what my videos was for. I was trying to make, my grandpa died, so I try to make goofy videos for my family and friends because my grandpa died. That's why I made goofy videos at war, because I was trying to cheer everybody up. You could tell every American soldier was sad and angry at war, so Commiso just made goofy videos to try to cheer them up at war. And now I try to do the same thing back home, and you all have a nervous breakdown, and my hometown law is trying to teach me that they just got a computer at their office at the court, and they just trying to figure out how to use the computer, and you're trying to teach the streets that and Trenton, and you wonder why there's crime online. We don't have to fight, but where's the hate from? You know, to have a better understanding. I think you would think having the internet, people have a better understanding of each other because of the internet. No, it looks like, oh, I know how to push buttons on Commiso's computer. You know, instead of being his friends back home, because I know my family, I have friends, you know, it sucks that people take your words the wrong way while you understand what I'm saying. I understand not everybody hates Commiso. I understand people try and everything, as my family and friends. But there's assholes too. No matter how hard you try, accept the fact that this is a good planet, there's life on this planet, and everybody's nice to each other. There's still assholes on the internet. And I'm not an asshole. So when my hometown law and court talks to me like I'm an asshole, anybody will get mad at that. And no matter if you're a veteran or not, if you treat people like piece of shit, that's how you do what you get back. And you should know that because you was trained to do that job. Don't hate me because you hate your job that you took up just to screw me over back home as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. You took that job because you're proud of yourself and you want to be that job. No, we get people to do stuff, people on the internet on purpose because they got nothing else better to do. And I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Well, I have trouble talking to people. You know, it sucks when somebody says, shut up. You got no freedom of speech as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. No, the only reason why you say shut up because you can't handle the fact that you're wrong for you guys to treat me like piece of shit as an American hero back home. That's why you got to accept the fact that, you know what, you can do whatever you want to me back home. I'm still going to be your American hero if you was my hometown law, hometown, or whatever's going on the internet. Because we're human enough to accept. I don't understand that. How you can accept that everybody can hurt each other on television, but you can't accept that there's good people in the world. So that's kind of weird. You know, you want your kids to go to school and learn how to treat each other respectfully, to come out and they teach you stuff like, I ain't cool enough because why? I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 and only the law can use the porno sites because, oh, it's my job to monitor porn. If there's billions of naked people online, I highly doubt porn is that goddamn hard to monitor on the internet as in a free American country online for you guys to go out of your way and act like I ain't gonna be a good father one day. So yeah, you overreact way too much while you know for a fact that I'm a disabled combat veteran and I even have a hernia surgery and you all beat the crap out of me back home and it kind of sucks really bad because this is America and Americans know how to treat each other as neighbors. Americans know how to treat each other as Americans and everybody knows what it means to be an American. While you all grew up with Michael Jackson and Step by Step and Friday, you know, Saturday morning cartoons, we were all taught respect in America. For you guys to sit there and act like, you know what, I can't believe they know for a fact that I can draw and I'm an artist and I don't even rehearse. I don't rehearse my conversations or my speeches on YouTube. I don't rehearse anything. I just whatever comes out of my mind at that time. So it's hard to make goofy videos while my hometown law is making fun of me and acting like they did something special for me as they beat the crap out of me and I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I don't understand my hometown right now, because I grew up in the house. Everybody grows up in a house, apartment. If you're living on the streets, there's like a few people. But we all came from the streets, so that's the reason why we have to treat each other, because we all came from the streets. That must be the corniest shit that I ever fucking heard in my whole goddamn life. We have to be miserable as people in the world, because we all have to claim we're from the streets. I'm a disabled combat veteran, and when I graduated from high school, I served my country the best of my ability, and I was taught in uniform to respect each other, as even if you were civilian. They told me to respect you if you was a soldier or not, as a civilian, as a soldier. But when you come out, it's not the same way. Seems like you all wanted me to look bad on the internet, so you have an excuse not to hang with me or party with me. But I was trying to be Commiso back home. Maybe you ever thought Commiso was upset because I lost all the times and years to hang with my family and the friends back home, while you making me go through this and giving me a hard time and stuff. You didn't give your veterans, you say you want to understand your veterans, but you don't even give them the time to understand you back home as a veteran. I went through a lot for you guys to sit there and act like I didn't go through a lot as a soldier after 9/11. If that is that winning case in my hometown to prove that, I'm still a disabled combat veteran. After 9/11, I got paperwork to prove that I'm a disabled combat veteran. In the military, they taught me to have accountability of my stuff. So when my stuff is all thrown around and organized, it slows me down. I like being organized. I like being clean. I like when I could have time to think, to draw something. I like to have time to read a book and understand that book, where it takes me more time to understand a book than a lot of people. Because I have maybe ADD too. When I read, I'm thinking about something else. So I have to read that page again and figure out what the hell's going on. But that's all people do anyways. You know, we can be life and planet and a planet life on. Point out all our negatives on the internet. Oh, you almost can make it. You almost can make it in the world where people are nice to you, and you can afford things. You get to afford your family to go to a theme park. You're happy, and then when you're happy, you go out of your way to make your people miserable. You know, that's how we all have world peace in every country, but you go out, point out, and make ourselves miserable as people. No matter what country you live in, species on planet Earth, every country has human beings on the internet as planet Earth. Can we accept that as a saying, yeah, that's a fact? Unless you got aliens in your countries and robots that know how to use the internet, or maybe some pets. Maybe you taught your dog how to go on Google. But a majority of the internet is human beings, so I don't think the robots took over the internet yet as a Terminator on the internet. They're still, I got feelings. You hurt my feelings. To what? I'll be a better father than you, and you can't accept that, soldier. But I want to say stuff like, I won't go out of the way to pick out their mistakes on purpose. I would say it was my fault. It is in the military. I learned, I went through war and everything, but I do understand, well, if that soldier made a mistake, it had been some of my fault too, to where you're not supposed to insult your soldiers. You're supposed to construct them to be a better soldier. So if telling my soldier as a NCO in the military the wrong things, I can get in trouble too as a sergeant in the military. So I said, I don't know how I would have been, but I worry about my family. You know, in the military, it's cool to try. Military is a cool thing because if everybody had peace in the world, all soldiers would be traveling the world and partying with each other with the other soldiers in the world. If there was world peace, all the soldiers would just be partying and having a good time. I think every soldier wants to party and have a good time. But you come up for a reason, or I understand where the hate is. If the internet is a community, where did this community said to pick on your soldier back home? You know, I didn't read every book in school, and I didn't learn every word in the dictionary, but I understand. And I just don't understand people to come out the way they did, to grow up with Michael Jackson music and act like you're not cool enough to collect Pokemon cards on the streets. You know, I take pride because I did something really good in my life. I served my country, and the United States of America is a really cool country. And if there's any kind of, there's a few things to fix in America. It's not a lot. So you all grew up with each other as Americans online. As the internet. As people grew up with each other's countries online as the internet. And just don't understand that we still have life and have oxygen outside on this planet. Well, it's a miracle that there's life on this planet in the first place, because we all learned that outer space is actually worse to live than on planet Earth. So either you all got to get over yourself as people and get that chip over your shoulder, because no matter what you all keep fighting about, we're still living on this planet as human beings, and we just got to get along. Because we're smart enough to do that as a human being. No matter how you look at it, we're smart enough to get along with each other as a human being and understand that we all cry. Yeah, I don't hate the fact that as a veteran that I cry. I must be a pussy as a veteran because I cry. Kind of bullshit. I think you're more of a man because you cry. You know, you said let out my feelings. Then you get mad when I let out my feelings. So, I don't know. You know, if it's that hard to make friendship with each other, like I said, I'd rather stay with my cat and collect things. And the few people that hang with me is good enough for me. So, I'm not making this video to prove that I'm better than anybody as a veteran, because it's not who I am as a person. And I'm just saying that I don't, just because I do not agree with everything doesn't make you like some ruler on the internet, and that sucks, you know. Instead of people actually getting to know each other, all you do is hack my computer, and you expect to know a lot by hacking my computer, but you don't know anything. So, that sucks. You all saw each other's asses in the world, but you can't handle each other's asses in the world. That doesn't make any sense either. I have an ass, you have an ass, but that's not what my hometown law is teaching me. They're teaching me I'm not smart enough. It's my fault that I get hacked and scammed on the internet. I'm not smart enough to get the hackers on my computer. Well, I wasn't taught that in school. Really, I was traveling around the world and serving my country. So I didn't have time to figure out every hacker that's on my computer, as my hometown law monitoring my internet. Oh, I collect things on eBay, and I like the movie Cool World. If you all saw the movie Cool World, and this is like a promo poster. This is a promo poster. I don't know if it's the exact size of a promo poster, but it seems like the promo poster are smaller than the exact poster. Unless this guy came out of a comic book. But I bought this, and because I want to be comfortable to draw again as a veteran. You make your veterans so stressed out that I have trouble drawing back home as a Michael Commiso back home. So I collect things like this, because when you also draw and make it look exactly how it looks, that's cool as an artist. So then I got this one. I got this one because it also said it was a promo poster of Wonder Woman. And I like how the Wonder Woman is standing. So, as an artist, I like to draw the original cartoons, how it looked as a Wonder Woman, as a cartoon, as a comic book. So, I saw one in the Spider-Man movies where they used Doctor Strange. They figure out how to use the older actors from the older superhero movies with Doctor Strange. So, because when they make a movie, you want to keep that same actor and keep that same, whatever they're doing in that movie. But sometimes they switch out actors and it's like confusing with the other movies. But when I watched Spider-Man and saw Doctor Strange helped out Spider-Man, he made a portal. A portal is to another universe or a galaxy or another time and place, because the portal is so fast that it can meet past and future at the same time. That's a portal. So you're going through time so goddamn fast. You're at this time, but if you're at this, you're really at this time. So that's why people could get confused with time. I still think time on planet Earth is not exact, because they say our math is too small to map out the outer space, and how much distance there is in outer space. It's too much math. So when they did that with Doctor Strange movie, I say, oh, now I'm comfortable watching all superhero movies, because Doctor Strange figured out how to portal all the other superhero movies in one movie. So that was a cool movie. There's a few Spider-Man movies I like, but after Doctor Strange movie, I liked all the Spider-Man movies. But I'm a Batman fan. But I'm also a superhero fan. So I like all superheroes as a fan, because I know I can draw that superhero and make it look like it is. I did it before in my life. I know I can draw. I did it before. But I'm stressed out. I have to run around for everybody else back home, and I can't run around for me and get my life back together as you all try to sit there and act like I'm not smart enough to explain to a kid what a comic book is as a soldier after 9/11 attacking. So I collect things like this. This one was obvious. Somebody cut this out of a comic book. But I like it because it's a X-Men comic. I didn't see that X-Men hero yet. I think, what's his name? Stan Lee. Stan Lee is a comic book. He came up with comic book ideas and drew out stuff. Stan Lee was a veteran too, and I guess Stan Lee passed away. Just because somebody passes away, you have a good thing going as DC and Marvel and all them right now. I feel the highest rating movies right now are superhero movies. Because every kid in the world wants to be a superhero. Kids don't want to be a gangster or a pussy terrorist group. Kids want to be a superhero. Because it's their lives, not your lives. As it's my life back home as a disabled combat veteran. So, this one looks like it was cut out of the comic book, but it's something I thought it would look cool and draw and everything. Then, to lower the price of a comic book, it's simple. Everything that is invented or whatever, like, this comic book don't have a barcode. The earlier comic books got barcodes. It's the same thing with my magazines. Whenever they came up with the barcode, they decided to put it on every piece of paper. But I say the barcode kind of messes up the art. If you're going to put a barcode on a comic book or a magazine, you should put the barcode on the back of the magazine, like the corner of the magazine, because that'd be the last thing you show on the magazine, because really we don't want to see the barcode. So the older comic books are cool because they don't have barcodes. So you have to actually look and determine this stuff. We don't have to, because I guess, I don't know, barcodes is part of the digital world. But to lower the prices of anything, 20 cents. I got this, look. I like how Superman is standing. So that was cool. And then the kids is just admiring the superhero. So that's a cool cover book and everything. And then I got this superhero, it's Superman. See, Superman. So that's another good pose of the Superman. So, just showing you I'm not selling my stuff. I'm the kind of guy who, I like to hold on my stuff. Because it makes sense in my head. And then it brings back good. My parents always gave me good Christmases, and me and my brother. So I'm trying to pretty much buy my memories back. And I remember going to flea markets, and you're basically looking on the table and looking for a Christmas gift on the table. If you think about it, the reason why people go to flea markets is you're looking for a gift or a Christmas gift or something, or and everything. That's what I was taught. Grandma and my uncle and some of my, I don't know who, they probably went to flea markets and got me Christmas gifts, and that was good enough for me. As I'm a comic book person, as I got comic book tattoos, I'm a comic book man. So there was an episode of The Simpsons, and the world was about to end, and the comic book guy in The Simpsons, he said, I've been collecting comic books my whole life. And he was like, I had a wonderful time. No, he said something else. That was the best time of my life. That's best time spent. And then the world ended. So you all can have your heartbreak kid kind of thing of women on the internet, but you know what? If women or woman or somebody who don't see me for who I am, then I'd rather collect comic books, because you also make it seem like having a relationship is something negative or something hard to do, as how y'all communicate or how you, I don't know what's going on. So I collected comic books. Is that okay? My stuff is collectible, and I took the time to look it up and everything. And then Batman. That's a cool Batman cover. That's how I feel back. Look, that's me, Batman, back home from war as a veteran. And look, this is, you look like you You never saw me before as Commiso, man. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that on the... Just so you won't get in trouble on the internet. That's why sometimes people do what they do online. So they set up the good guys so you could keep being whatever on the internet. This one's cool because it's a rabbit and a superhero costume. So that's just Captain Carrot Zoo Crew. I just thought, oh hey, this is the #1 cat. When I buy something, a comic book collection, I usually get it because of the one comic book. So I like this one comic book because I can draw that, but everybody's making me run around and everything. Stressful. You know, I'm doing my best. I feel, you know. You all act like I don't know what they're trying to be back home. So that's, I got some more comic books. I got a Doctor Strange comic book. See, look, that's Doctor Strange. He's like a time machine man. He goes through time. He knows how to go through time. So it's like a time machine man. This is supposed to be like the first edition introducing the villain that's in there. This is the first whatever this is. So when you think that because of Stan Lee passed away, you still got comic books out there. I think actors should collect comic books because then you can read in your character in the comic book on top of, hey man, you can bring back a superhero because the other comic book knows how to bring back the other superhero. So there's a whole bunch of X-Men comic books. I highly doubt they did every freaking movie of every comic book there was. And superhero movies are in. And I feel that the sexier the woman, the sexier the movie. And that will even get more ratings. So when they took nudity in Star Wars movies out, they would have earned quadrillions of dollars in Star Wars movies if you kept the nudity in Star Wars movies. Because nudity been in, my hometown law acts like the nudity been in before the internet came around and everything. So when people overreact to see the same thing on the internet, I don't understand. So that's a cool comic book. I think I'm a good guy. No, I am a good guy. I served my country. And look, a Kool-Aid man. I want to get, just because I got the Kool-Aid, I want to get a Kool-Aid. I can draw Kool-Aid man. And then this one, this is the Titans. But these are their older comic books. Oh, they need to make a Titan. This one's old. You can tell this one's really old. Look how old that one is. I'll look it up later. See, in reality, that's me. Look, that's me, Batman. And all the kids like Batman as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack. So you guys came up with some bullshit story and you just suck back home. And I thought it'd be cooler, you know, cooler things would happen to Commiso back home. This one's cool. I got Superman and Nestle Quick Bunny on Superman. It's cool. Look at that one. Look at that next man. That's a country man. A countryman X-Man. And then there's Casper. Look at Casper. That's an old Casper book. Playing music. And then this is I think the oldest one is the last one. But Big Boy, nobody remembers Big Boy but old people. I guess Big Boy was a burger place. And the only people that remember is the people that remember Big Boy. But that means this thing is old. Look, that's another Casper comic book. This one's pretty old. Oh, I think it's this one. I think this is the oldest one. But I don't know what's going on there. What if they call me chicken? And you're trying to call me chicken back home as an American hero? Man, look. And I'm like trying to explain to them, I served my country. How am I a chicken? So, in a way, to explain the internet to my hometown law back home, the internet is kind of a peer pressure, you know, and it ain't my fault that you all, as a community and hometown law, as people, man, if you're all smart enough to know where to go to party online, then we're all smart enough to get along and figure out how to get along with the billions of naked people online. Because you tell your veterans one thing, but you direct your veterans another. It's misleading. And I read a law book dictionary, and you're misleading us as Americans as the law. That's not disrespectful to say, as to, man, come on, man. You gotta trust your veteran just a little bit, man. I took care of this cat. Look, Boxer. Speaking of, this is Boxer. Come here. Look at him. He's right here. Look up there, Boxer. Look up there. Look, see him? Say, look up. He's right here. This is Boxer. I took care of this cat for years. If I could take care of a cat for years and take on the responsibility of everybody hacking me like idiots and try to explain to me that I whatever you're trying to explain to me, I feel good to be Michael Commiso. And I'm not going to stop making my videos and stop being Michael Commiso because you have difficulty to figure out how to get along or accept each other. If you can't accept Michael Commiso in the world, you know, it's like consent. We all consent that there's nudity and sex online as people, but we don't consent to one person and don't make sense in outer space as a species living on life on planet Earth. You discriminate me and you find a ways that I ain't going up to use a site back home while you act like you people go out of their way to mess up the site on purpose. You know, somebody comes up with an idea, you somehow all come up with a reason why it's a bad idea and mess it up for everyone. So, that's all I have for today. I think I said enough for everybody. I'm disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso and the Battle Buddies online. And I hope all my battle buddies having a good life back home. I hope everybody's okay and safe and everything, because we're smart enough as human beings to make this whole planet safe for everybody, even the animals on this planet, because we are I don't know, human beings. Disabled. We're human beings, so that's how I act. I'm a human being, and I'm trying my best as a human being on the internet, but the internet acting like it's some kind of some cool crowd. You gotta go into the internet, or I fit in. I don't know what that is. So whatever, you know. This is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and a Battle Buddies online. And I'm just saying, hey, holy crap, chill out in the world and have world peace, because you're all too stupid up to fight over stupid shit and die over stupid reasons. And we're smart enough to all live to an old age, because our medicine on this planet is super fucking good. And the fucking technology is super fucking good. And we're smart enough to fly everybody off this planet and let the planet chill for a while. But we can't even come up for a reason why you all act like nudity is some fucking messed up shit. But in reality, you all happy and naked back home online as your hometown hero. and you're just pushing me out as I'm like, I'm cool as hell, dude. To go through what I went through, for you guys to put me through more bullshit, and still come out to be Michael Commiso. My parents are good parents, my family's a good family, and I have good friends that appreciates Michael Commiso. So I'm doing my best, but I don't dress the way you wanted me to. You know, you're all inside my head. That's why I can't say what I need to say as a poetry, somewhat okay, decent, maybe a rapper. But I know, you're saying, I know, my rap's not, it's too soft for the street. Back in the day, it didn't matter if you're soft or hard in the street. You were always chilling and speaking your mind and letting out your feelings and smoking weed and then trying to break dance. And you all were friends back in the day as rappers. That's why I don't understand how rapping, you can rap is cool. So rap can come up with cooler things to say that I beat up somebody today. And if that's the best thing you can say is rap to you is the way you spit or whatever, then you all look corny as hell putting down your veterans back home. I don't know. So yeah, this is your disabled combat veteran. That guy on the internet, Michael Commiso, and my battle buddies on